Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rochelle. I'm now a licensed esthetician. In today's video, we're going to talk about everything I wish I knew before, during, and after aesthetics school, leading up to me being a licensed esthetician. We're going to talk about everything from choosing the right school to what you should do during your training as an esthetician student, and what are the steps after to taking your state board exam and how you can be a little bit less stressed out about it. And then at the end, we're going to talk about the truth about being a licensed esthetician as well, like what the job industry is really like, what is our pay like right now in California, is it better to go solo or go to a waxing lounge? We're going to talk about it. Okay, so when I first decided that I wanted to go to aesthetic school, I actually did take a look at a couple schools before signing up for the school that I did go to. And I visited Salon Success as well as Paul Mitchell. Now, they're both great schools, but Salon Success just wasn't working with my schedule because they only have like certain time classes, and now they have a lot more that they're adding, but before it was just only a couple times that you had to be there from like 9 to 5, 4 or 5 days a week, and it just wasn't going to work for me. Same thing with Paul Mitchell. And also I heard that they were a little bit more strict about their had to go on Saturday, which was not going to be fun for me as a new mom. And then also the tuition was over or around 13 grand. So that was also a little pricey. I went to these schools. I was asking what the tuition was, what are my days like, what's the schedule like, what's the policy. Now, when you're looking at schools, you want to make sure that you're looking at their schedule. What's the schedule like? Is it flexible? Is it going to work for you? Are you able to miss days without penalty? Because there's some schools that if you miss a certain amount of days, you're dropped and there's nothing you can do about it. So because shit happens, life happens, you're not always going to be able to be at school Monday through Friday, especially if you're a mom, a student in general. Like, it's just hard. Life sucks. I ended up choosing a hybrid school, so half of my course was online and the other half was in person. If I could go back, I wish that I would have done it all in person because I could have got more hands-on training. Look at that. If you're thinking about doing hybrid, there's not a lot of schools that offer it anymore. My school does not offer it anymore as of this year. Being an esthetician is about using your hands, using your eyes. You can't just do it online. I'm going to tell you, you can't just learn. Okay, so after you established what the schedule is like, you're going to start looking at tuition. Is the tuition too much for you? Do they offer financial aid? Is there scholarships available? Is there grants? What's the payment plans like? What's the down payment? Because there's a lot of scholarships and grants that I actually did not know about until after I started. It was obviously too late to do that, but you can literally write like an essay or something and they'll give you like 2K towards your school, because it depends where you live, it depends where you're going to school at, what kind of school you're going to. But I've seen schools that could range from anywhere from 8 to 15K for esthetician school, and it just goes up for cosmetology, I believe. So my school was actually really cool, and all you had to do was put a $600 deposit and then you were in class on Monday. But here's the thing, it was only a 6-month program, so my monthly payments were around 600 something dollars, even after receiving financial aid and help from another local program. So just it's a big investment, so make sure that you also can afford that investment. Now, I will go ahead and insert a picture right here of my school's tuition layout that they offered me. Again, they don't offer hybrid anymore, so this is not what yours is going to look like. But if you just want to go over it with me, let's do that. So you're going to be paying for your kit. You're going to be paying for your book. You're going to be paying for any other materials that you're going to be using. In my case, the SEMA was our online course book, which was an additional $315. Oh no. So I actually did receive a good amount of financial aid. I received 4K in financial aid. So that's really good because my total cost was $9,012. So financial aid took a big chunk off of that. And then imagine if I would have got a scholarship or something, it could have took even a bigger chunk off of that. And then I also was in a program that helped pay for my kit as well. So that was nice. You can look at local community centers and see if they have like any workforce like programs, and a lot of times those programs have schools that they work with where they'll help you with certain things that you need for that schooling. Yeah, I ended up only paying $3,482. So that was really good. But in a matter of 6 months, you have to split that up. Split that up. That's still a very high payment. We're now going to talk about the partnerships that your school has. So when you're looking for a school too, you want to check what partnerships they have. So for example, my school had Dermalogica and Image Skincare. So we got some certain perks from Dermalogica and Image that other people wouldn't because we were partnership schools with them. So we got to have like special off campus classes with Dermalogica, and Image was included in our skincare kit, and we got like a book from them as well. So Dermalogica is a really cool school to be partnered with because you get extra certificates as well when you graduate, which is really nice because you can add it to your portfolio. I said there's a lot of off-campus events and just online tools that they have for estheticians that's like crazy. Like they have a thing too, I think, online where you can literally do a skin analysis from their app or their website, like a lot of chemical peels, stuff you don't see in esthetician school because we didn't work with chemical peels or anything like that. So some schools do. Again, we're going into that now. So yeah, you want to check what partnership schools your school is partnered with because you can get a lot of perks from those skincare brands. And then you're also going to want to check what is the curriculum? What are you learning in school? Are they teaching you chemical peels? Are they teaching you laminations? Are they teaching you stuff that people are interested in doing right now? Because what's happening is a lot of students are going to school and they're getting there and they're just teaching them the basics, and these people are seeing all these estheticians do all these cool stuff, uh, dermaplaning and microdermabrasion and chemical peels and all these cool things, and they think they're going to learn it all in school, but then they get there and they're like, oh no, we're just learning basic waxing and like skincare, basic facial. So that's disappointing. So check what the school offers because some schools do offer like up to date stuff like that. So that's everything you need to do before signing up for esthetician school. Check out the schools, check out the schedule, the tuition, the grants, the monthly payments that they offer, and then what is their curriculum, what partnership schools, what are you going to get offered as a student. Now we're going to get into why you need to start a social media portfolio as an esthetician student. It's super important because your portfolio is how employers and future clients are going to see you as an esthetician. Are you coming fresh out of esthetician school with no previous clients worked on? Do you know how to do a basic facial? Do you have before and after pictures from clients, client feedback from school? All of that is good to collect throughout school because when you go into the workforce after, you can be like, hey, look, I have done clients already. I've done full leg waxes. I've done Brazilians. You can hire me and still train me, yes, but you're not going to be training someone who's just fresh out of school with no knowledge. So that's really something that I think is good for employers to see, and kind of what I did. And we will see how it benefits me. We'll check back in a little while. So yeah, this one kind of plays into the perks of being a student, and then also like social media. As a student, there's so many things that you can take advantage of. Discounts on skincare brands. You can sign up for like wholesale accounts. You can get access to training events. You can get free access or even discounted access to like big events that normally licensed estheticians would go to and have to pay full price because you're a student, so you get a discount. You can take certification classes outside of school, which also looks good when you finish school, when you're going out into the workforce. It's good to go to those events because you can network with a lot of people. You can meet a lot of different estheticians in different fields, and you'd actually be surprised. You think that a lot of people are like, there is a lot of people in this industry that are like, no, I'm not going to tell you my secrets, blah, blah, blah. But there's actually some really nice people who are down to help you learn and really like just be there for you as a new baby esthetician. So take advantage of that. Building a social media while you're still in school is going to build you a portfolio, credibility, and also just help in general with your overall social media presence, because I know it sucks now, but like I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, when I signed up for esthetician school, I didn't know I was going to sign up to be a full-time content creator." But I'm sorry, it is what it is. That's how it is now in this industry. I feel like everything you do has to be on social media, unless you're working in like a high traffic salon where you're getting lots and lots of foot traffic. I still think the best way and the most common way that people find people is through social media. All right, so now we're going to go into how you should prepare for your state board exam after you graduate. So when you graduate, what's usually going to happen, or what happened in my case, was they're going to give you proof of training papers. Now, usually you have to wait a week or so to get these, so keep that in mind. While you're waiting for those papers, you can actually go onto the Breeze website and create an account. This will get your application started. You're not going to continue the application and pay the fee because you don't have your proof of training papers yet, but as soon as you get those, all you have to do is go in the Breeze website, pay the $115 fee, and then in a few weeks, you'll be scheduled to take your test. I thought someone would be calling me to schedule my test, but actually I received a bunch of emails with information. They had me make like a PSI testing account with a number that they provided me, and then I went ahead and scheduled it for that same week. If you do things in a timely manner, you could be licensed within a really short time of graduation, which is what I think most people hope for, I hope. Don't procrastinate and wait to take the test and be like, oh, I'm going to study for 3 months. I'm going to study for 4 months. Study while you're in school. Read the book while you're in school. Actually pay attention. Watch extra YouTube videos. Glam and Beyond. I'm always praising her because honestly, her videos help me so much. Also, just making my videos and editing and going over the same thing over and over again helped me a lot too, but lots of things for you. There's also Quizlets. We used to do Quizlets in school all the time. Well, not all the time, just when I wanted to do them. People weren't like, anyways, have like exams you can buy to like fake practice exams. Don't waste your money, dude. There's so many free materials that you can purchase, or even if you are going to buy something from somebody who's like affordable, I guess, because there's some really affordable people that make notes, like $15 study guides that I would purchase, I think, if I didn't have all the time in the world to study. Now, this one, I feel like, okay, it says studying with your classmates or with friends. Honestly, it's really hard to study with people, I guess. For me, I was not a studying with people person. I did better alone. So, whatever floats your boat. Read your Milady book. Your Milady book has everything in it. And you're really going to want to focus on infection control and just the basics, like the basics of hair removal, basic facials, skin type, skin analysis, stuff like that. I swear to God, there was not even one anatomy and physiology question on my test, which is crazy because I studied that stuff so much. But as an esthetician, that is still good information for you guys to know. Muscles of the face, what you're massaging, what you're touching, okay? You can also read the NIC, the national, I don't, this. That tells you exactly what percent, like what percentages of the stuff on the test is. So it's like 5% infection control or 35% infection control and so on. You know, I'll attach a picture of it right here as well for you guys. Mail it to you. They mailed it to me the day after my test though, so that kind of didn't help at all. Okay, so another big tip or advice I would give when you're going to take your test would be to read the rules. Read the PSI Center's rules, read the dress code, read what you can wear and what you can't wear, because I was wearing a spaghetti strap tank top with a zip up jacket. When I tell you, the lady's eyes were so disappointed in me. She was like, "Do you have another shirt?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, you can't wear your jacket because you can't wear pockets inside." They had me like stripped down, like they check your socks. They made me lift up my weave and everything. They're really strict, so be prepared for that. Read your email. They email you all this information, which I clearly did not read until after. I had a good night's sleep before. I'm gonna tell you this, but I didn't do it. Yeah, good luck if you have anxiety and stuff. You're not gonna listen to me anyways. Stay calm, relax. I actually was freaking out so much, but I swear to God, it was an 85 question test. I finished it in like 20 minutes. When I tell you I was embarrassed to finish so fast. The questions were just like I knew them. And if you study and you really focus, then you could be like that too. going to be the last part of the video, be the truth about becoming a licensed esthetician. I've only been a licensed esthetician now for a couple of days, but when I tell you that I have been applying to jobs like crazy, I am telling you I have been applying to jobs like crazy. Now, my initial plan was to go solo, but that's just not smart, I feel like right now. I really want to get like good training and experience like a team. I don't like being alone. So I think being on a team would be really nice for me. Okay. So you got your license, now what? So it's harsh, guys. It's tough out here. Most job postings that I'm seeing, specifically European Wax Center, which is where nobody wants to work, are starting at $16.50 plus tips and commission. Now, I don't know how many clients you're going to be getting. I don't know if you have to bring your own clients in. I don't know how much people tip at European Wax Center because European Wax Center has such a name already. You know, it's like you got to suck it up, take that training, and then do what you can with that training. I'm not saying that you shouldn't work for somebody. Some people are just not meant to be solo. That's valid. Some people like to be working with other people. That's valid. Do what's best for you. Do what's right for you financially, mentally, situationally. There's so many different ways too that these jobs will hire you. They're going to be offering either like commission or hourly pay or hourly plus tip plus commission, or there's booth rentals or there's suite rentals. Like there's so many things. Do your research. Make sure you're not getting over, okay? Commission-based jobs are unpredictable. You don't know how many clients you're going to be bringing in. You don't know how many clients you're going to get that day. Okay, cool. You're working for 16 an hour plus tips plus commission, but you only had 2 clients that day and they only tipped $5 to $10. You're going home with nothing. If you are planning to go solo, if it's just something that you already know that you want to do, then start building your social media, because if you are going solo, you're going to need that social media. You're going to need that esthetician identity. You want the clients to feel like they're going to you and not just some random place, you know? Especially if you're a Brazilian waxer, I feel like if you have more content of you, yourself, and just being out there, they're going to feel more comfortable coming to you because that's such like an intimate service. But we went over what you should do before choosing your school, what to do during school, social media, all that, and then what to do after to get your license. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this information. And if I missed anything, please let me know. Ask me questions. Always comment down below. Message me on Instagram, waxgirl888. Whatever you want, I'm here for you. Bye, guys.